Hello and welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today we're going to cover Module 17. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen here or found any use of this video, please give it a like and leave us a comment. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe so you can see when we post new material. All right. So on to Module 17. We'll go into question number 1. Which of the following best meets the requirements of a strong password? As you see, the first choice password spelled with an at, and it looks like a 0, or is it a capital O? No, it looks like the number 0. It is strong. The only thing it's missing, for one, it has 8 characters, so it's fairly short, but it doesn't have any special, actually it does have a special character. It has a number. It doesn't have any capitalized words. The next one, so it's not the best choice. John Doe 123. It is longer, but it only has letters and numbers. No capitals, no special characters. The next one is QWERTY and counts from 1 to all the way up to 0 over 9. So this is basically the person just went in sequence on the keyboard in the second row and typed QWERTY, and then went up one more row higher and typed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So this can be guessed easily. So it's not the strongest password. The strongest password, however, is the bottom one because it's random. It has special characters, capital words, or capital letters along with numbers. And like I said, it's random. There's no pattern to it. There's no word that it identifies with. It's just random numbers. It is fairly short, but because it has all of the possible type of characters, it is the strongest. So the correct answer for number 1 is the T asterisk capital M ampersand 2 period Z capital Y 7. All right. So next, on to number 2. Which of the following security settings can best help minimize brute force attacks on local user account passwords? So a brute force attack is just when a program just guesses every letter or every combination of characters. And also it'll keep on guessing. So if you do audit logon failures, that's not going to help. It'll just tell you every time a person tries to log in and they typed in the wrong password, it'll tell you what they type, but it won't stop a brute force attack. All right. Now, the account lockout threshold was the correct answer. It would actually stop it because what it would do if you set it to 3, 5, or even 10 missed password attack, then it won't go on continuously. It'll stop and it will be locked out until someone has to make a phone call or do something outside the norm that a regular brute force program won't be able to do. So the brute force program won't call the system administrator or the help desk and ask to have the password reset and give it a code to reset the password manually. Brute force app can't do that. So the screen lock timeout wouldn't help because brute force attack, you can unlock the screen to type in the password. Login time restrictions or log on time restrictions wouldn't help because if you set that to 30 minutes, that means they'll still be able to log on even if it's set to 2 minutes. They can log on once they get the password, go directly to the password, log on for 2 minutes, and do things 2 minutes at a time. But if you're a user and you log on and you only have 2 minutes to use that program or have access to your resources, you wouldn't be very productive at all. All right, so the correct one, once again, for question 2 is account lockout threshold. All right, let's go number 3. Number 3 is which of the following user accounts are created automatically and disabled by default when Windows is installed? All right, so the first answer, standard, is not one of them because if you create a standard account, it's not going to be deleted or disabled once it's installed. It won't be disabled. Limited account, same thing. However, your administrator password will be It'll be disabled once you log out, but in order to open it back up, if you have the password, you can enable it. So the administrator is one of them, and the next one, of course, is the guest account. Guest account will be disabled when you log out, and it will be reestablished every time you log in with a fresh start. So you won't be able to save your work on the guest account. Admin account is usually it's short for administrator, but that's not the correct answer. So the two correct accounts are the administrator account and the guest account for number 3. Right, next on to number 4. Number 4 is blank is a feature that allows a user to sign into Windows using their face, iris, fingerprints, or PIN. So the first option, Windows Security. Windows Security is part of the security, but it hasn't anything to do with using your face, iris, fingerprint, or PIN. So that is incorrect. Windows Biometric, even though using your Face ID, your iris, fingerprints, or PIN number the PIN number is not biometrics, but your face, iris, and fingerprint does deal with biometrics, but there's no such thing as Windows Biometrics for you to use that feature. There's no feature called Windows Biometrics, right? But it is biometrics is the name of the technology, right? The correct answer is, however, Windows Hello. Windows Hello will allow you to set up either of these logon ways to log in to your Windows account or to your computer by using face recognition, iris, or fingerprint, or establishing a PIN. So remember, establishing a PIN is not biometrics, but the first 3 are. But the correct answer for number 4 is Windows Hello is the name of the feature. Windows Now is not correct as well. So once again, for question number 4, Windows Hello is a feature that allows a user to sign into Windows using their face, iris, fingerprint, or PIN. All right, on to number 5. Blank encrypts the entire Windows volume and any other volume on the drive and restricts access by requiring 1 or 2 encryption keys. All right, first option, BitLocker to go, that is incorrect. Windows encryption, same, it is incorrect. It doesn't require keys. But the correct answer is BitLocker Drive encryption. All right, because it does require 2 keys or 1 or 2 encryption keys to unlock. And it does encrypt the whole volume as well. Computer authentication is basically when you need to log in to your computer, you have to authenticate that you are you by password, PIN, biometrics, or whatever form of authentication is being requested. So once again, number 5, BitLocker Drive encryption encrypts the entire Windows volume and any other volume on the drive and restricts access by requiring 1 or 2 encryption passwords. So on to number 6. Which includes all user accounts except the guest accounts. So everyone group is not the correct answer. That is not a thing. Power users is also incorrect. It's not really, it's a type of user, but it doesn't include all users except guest accounts. Anonymous user is not either. It's not really a user group. So the correct answer is going to be authenticated user group or authenticated users group. So once you're authenticated, you go in that group. So it includes all except the guest account. The guest user does not have to be authenticated. A lot of times it doesn't require a password because once you log off, everything's going to be deleted and everything that you add on that account. It's basically for you if you need to print something, for instance, at a hotel, you can log on as a guest account. Or same thing if you're a business where you sign in or something like that, they can give you a guest account just to input information and send it to where it needs to go. Then once you finish with that, it'll delete whatever you did on that computer so the next user has a clean slate. All right, so the correct answer, which includes all user accounts except the guest account, the correct answer is authenticated users group. All right, on to question number 7. Which command is used to pull a list of all groups a user belongs to. So first, GP user is not going to get you there. Neither is list US GP. What you're looking for, the correct command is GP results. That's group policy, GP for group policy result, and it'll give you all the information you need. So the correct answer for question 7, which command is used to pull a list of all groups a user belongs to? The GP result command. All right, so GP result for number 7. On to number 8. A blank is one of the most powerful and versatile methods of communicating over a network. It makes one computer appear to have a new hard drive, such as drive E, that is really hard drive space on another host computer. All right, so the next possible answer is FTP. That is file transfer protocol. That's a protocol that's used to download files from a server or basically on the internet or another computer that's set up to be an FTP server. The map drive is the correct answer. When you map a drive, it's usually physically somewhere else, but it's got a network connection that you can map it and make it seem like when you click on that driver that it's on that actual computer or multiple computers or servers. All right, so the correct answer is map drive. Client is not the correct answer, nor is server. The correct answer for number 8, once again, is a map drive is one of the most powerful and versatile methods of communicating over a network. It makes one computer appear to have a new hard drive, such as a drive E, that is really hard drive space on another host computer. Right, number 9. What is a suite of services and database provided by Windows Server? So, the first one, Active Directory, is correct, or AD. So Windows Domain is not, that's the name of a service, but it's not a database. Windows Directory, also Windows Directory is a list of files and where they're mapped and where they're located. Active Domain is not, it's the active domain. It can be on an active domain, but it's not the name of anything. So Active Directory for question 9 is the correct answer for what is a suite of services and databases provided by Windows Server. So Active Directory has a database of all authorized users and their passwords, and it's updated every time you change your password. So if you need to reset your password, you call the system admin or the help desk, and then they'll look into that database. They'll pull up your name or your birthday or whatever else is on that database to identify you as an individual in case a person has more than has the same name. So they'll be able to identify you and then have you reset your password, and that new password is stored to the database. Other things are located on that database like thresholds and how long the password is going to last and whatnot. All right, so Active Directory. Finally, let's go to the final question, question 10 for Module 17. So group policy can be used on the blank to create group policy objects. Number 1, server is incorrect. Active Directory is also incorrect. Active Directory does not store group policies into database. However, your domain controller, which does what it says it is, it controls the domain, which one of the things is creating group policies and group policy objects. All right, and your LDAP is also incorrect answer. So for number 10, the correct answer is group policy can be used on the domain controller to create group policy objects. All right, so that's all for Module 17. I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you did find it useful, please smash the like button and leave a comment. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. When you do subscribe, you support the channel, and you also get notified if you want notifications of every time we post new material. So thanks again, and have a wonderful day.